The last table on the rooftop. The Skyline Café was the most popular rooftop restaurant in the city. With its stunning view of the skyline, it was always packed. But there was one table, the last one in the corner near the edge, that no one ever sat at. It wasn't reserved. It wasn't broken. People just refused to sit there. Mia, a young journalist, didn't believe in superstitions. She had heard the rumors. People who sat there either vanished or came back. Different. But tonight, she was determined to prove it was just a story. She arrived at the cafe just before closing. The air was crisp, and the city lights flickered below. "One seat, please," she told the waiter. The waiter hesitated, glancing at the last table. "You sure?" Mia smirked. "Why wouldn't I be?" With a reluctant nod, he led her to the forbidden table. As soon as she sat down, the atmosphere shifted. The sounds of the city muffled. The warm glow of the cafe lights dimmed. Mia shivered. She could have sworn the air got colder. A strange feeling crept over her, like she was being watched. She glanced around. The other customers were talking, eating, laughing, but something was off. They weren't looking at her. They were ignoring her. The waiter passed by without a glance. The couple at the next table chatted as if she wasn't there. Mia frowned. Had she disappeared? She took out her phone. No signal. The wind picked up. A whisper brushed her ear. "You shouldn't have sat here." Mia's breath hitched. She spun around. No one was there. She tried waving at the waiter. "Excuse me?" No response. Her reflection in the cafe's glass window caught her eye, and her stomach dropped. The cityscape behind her was wrong. The lights were off. The buildings were abandoned, crumbling, covered in vines. The sky was starless, an endless void. And the worst part, she wasn't alone in the reflection. A woman stood behind her. Mia whipped around. Nothing. But in the reflection, the woman moved closer. Her face was pale and distorted. Her mouth stretched into an unnatural grin. Her hollow eyes leaked black tears. The whisper returned. "You took my seat." Mia's breath came in ragged gasps. Her heart pounded as she grabbed her bag and bolted for the exit. But the door was gone. The cafe was still there, the people still chatting, but the exit had vanished. She turned back to her table. The woman was now sitting in her seat. She grinned wider. "Now you stay." The lights flickered, and Mia was gone. The next night, the Skyline Café reopened as usual. The last table sat empty, waiting for the next guest.